Hello guys, so we are going to continue a discussion with respect to Python, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can log with multiple loggers. Now what does this basically mean? You can create multiple loggers from different part of your application. So let me just show you one very simple example. So first of all, I will go ahead and do the import logging. Okay. Now with respect to this particular logging, I will just go ahead and create a logger. Let's say I want to use only this particular logger for my module 1. Okay, let's say any specific module that I'm actually creating. So this particular logger will be only for module 1. Okay, now once I probably go ahead and create this right now, let's go ahead and write this particular code. Okay, so here you'll be able to see that I'll just go ahead and write logger 1 is equal to, and in order to create a logger, I will just go ahead and in order to create a logger for a specific module, I have an inbuilt function which is called as get logger. Okay, so logging.getLogger. Okay, so let me just go ahead and write logging.getLogger, and here I'm going to define my module. Let's say module 1. Okay, and then I will just go ahead and set my level also. So here I'll just go ahead and write logger1 dot set level. Okay, and let's say for my module 1, I just want to set it to logging.debug. Right. So this will basically be my logger for module 1. Let me just go ahead and create a logger for module 2. Similarly, I will go ahead and create it for module 2. And this time I'll just go ahead and write logger 2 is equal to logging dot get logger. And this time I'm just going to use my module 2 over here. Okay. And again here, let me just go ahead and say that, okay, here I'm going to probably set my level. Okay, to my logging dot warnings. Okay, logging dot warnings. So here I'll just go ahead and write logging dot warnings. Okay, so this you can see over here for module 1 I have creating logging dot debug, and for this I have logging dot warning. So wherever I specifically want to use this particular debug logger, I can specifically call this, otherwise I'll be able to call this. Okay, then along with this, I will just go ahead and do my basic config setting. So this basically becomes my entire basic config setting. So module logging has no attribute debug. The reason is very simple. I have to make this as a capital letter. Okay. And here we have already discussed about this. This is the basic configuration for the logging settings with respect to the type of message that we really want to display and the date format. Okay. Now I will go ahead and log messages with different loggers. Okay, so whatever loggers you are specifically using, you can use it over here. Let's say I will go ahead and write logger1.debug. Okay, then here I will, since it is already in debug, so I'll say this is a debug message for logger1. Okay, for module 1. Let's consider in this way. So I can use this direct message. In case of module 2, I only have to use logger2 dot warnings. Okay, so here I can specifically use warning. This is a warning message for module 2. Okay, so considering based on your loggers, right? Logger1 dot debug, logger2 dot warning, or let's say I can also go ahead and use logger2 in my module 2. I can just go ahead and write module2 logger2 dot error. Okay, I can also go ahead and use this particular error, right? So this is an error message. So here you can see that I'm able to use this all modules, and based on this particular module, before it used to come as roots, right? So if you see my previous example, when we were creating the logs, by default it was coming as root, because over here we're considering everything as one module. But here we are defining this particular modules. We can specify module 1, module 2, right? Based on the implementation that we are specifically doing. And this is how you actually work with, can log with multiple loggers, and based on your module or functionality that you are specifically defining, you can also do this. So this way I will be able to see my messages very much clearly and very much easily. Now in my next video, I am going to discuss about one amazing use case where I will be implementing logging. We'll try to create some application, and then we will also be implementing logging part. So yes, this was it from my side. I will see you all in the next video.